maybe he's just being fucking a pain in the ass. But alright, so let's go ahead and just keep that up there. Don't forget to go head out to my Twitter page and give us a follow here on Twitter. We're trying to reach 10,000 nodes up and running for Litecoin. Alright, so if you want to help us reach 10,000 nodes, you can go ahead and check out this guide here, alright, on lookintolitecoin.com, and this will help you get set up with running a full node on Windows. We're going to go over this together quite shortly. Let's just see what's going on in the Twitter space right now. Let's see what's going on in the Twitter space. Fear and Greed's at 64 right now. Interesting. 64. Alright, let me see. Are we back up and running on token metrics? Because we need our analytical data so we can help you guys to level up. Alright, let me sign in. Nothing really going on Twitter right now that I want to get into. So lighten up your Litecoin experience. This is a step-by-step guide to setting up a full node on Windows. Lighten up your Litecoin experience. So Litecoin is a popular cryptocurrency that was created in 2011 by Charlie Lee. It is based on the Bitcoin protocol, but with some modifications to make it faster and more efficient. A full node is a computer program that runs on a device connected to the Litecoin network, and it helps to keep the blockchain decentralized. Running a full node is essential for the Litecoin network's health and security. It's a great way to get involved in the cryptocurrency community. In this guide, we will show you how to set up a full node on Windows for the Litecoin blockchain. This guide assumes that you have some basic knowledge of computers and can follow simple instructions. Cryptocurrency for payments. Yeah, okay. If you head on over to litecoin.org, okay, if you click on this link, all right, we're going to click on the link, open link in a new tab. It will bring you to litecoin.org right here. As you can see, this is the same screenshot picture of the website, all right? And then so what you're going to need to do is download Litecoin Core .21 Plus. Now, I believe a new version was just released, all right, .2.2. So you can go ahead and get that new version right now. You can see for me, I'm using my Mac OS to make this video, but I did use this on my custom-made Windows PC in the office. So that it was the installation process that I used when I was making this guide, okay? So to get started, you're going to need to head to the litecoin.org website, and you're going to download the latest version of Litecoin Core, all right, 21.2.2. Okay, this software, like I said, we have a new version coming out soon, so just always stop by the website to see if you're up to date. This software will be used to run the full node on your Windows computer. This is what it's going to look like when you're going to start the installation process. Okay, so we're going to do, once you go through the download, allow it to download, and then the next step is to install Litecoin Core. So once you have downloaded the Litecoin Core software, you're going to double click on the downloaded file to start the installation process. So when you click on this link here, okay, you will see that something will pop up. All right, when that pop-up comes up on the bottom of your screen, you're going to allow it to pick the location of where you're going to download it. Since I've already downloaded that file, I'm not going to go through that process, but when you find the downloaded file, you're going to double click on it so you can go ahead and follow the prompts to install the software on your Windows computer. Now you can choose the default installation settings unless you have some specific requirements. Now the next step, this is what it looks like when you go ahead and click on the installation. and find the application after you download it. When you click on it, this pop-up will appear. This is the welcome screen. Okay, welcome to the Litecoin Core Setup Wizard. This is a 64-bit version. Now, once that is going set up and you go through the prompts, right, click next, go through the setup process, then we're going to start working on running the Litecoin Core. So once the installation process is complete, you can go ahead and click on it so you can go ahead and open up the application. You will be prompted to choose the location where the blockchain data will be stored. All right, make sure you have at least 500 gigabytes of free space available for the current and future blockchain block storage. You can choose a different location, but it's highly recommended to keep the default location. All right. So now once you go ahead and you've gone through those steps and you open up the application, it's going to open up to a screen that looks like this. All right, so this is the Litecoin Core. This is the Core wallet. All right, you'll have the ability to choose and create a wallet under the file category here. And you can go ahead and create a wallet, and when you're creating a wallet, you have the option to encrypt it or not encrypt it. Okay, you can encrypt it and set up your own seed phrase. You can also set up an MWeb wallet as well, Mimble, and we can get over into that in another video. So this part is really important because right now you have a part-time node, right? You have a semi node running. Okay, so basically right now output is the only thing that's happening with your node. Okay, there are no inbound connections coming in. All right, so it's not technically a full node. All right, this is just an output. All right, so what does that mean? Well, basically when you have just output only, okay, so the core is going to sync with the blockchain, but it's not going to continue to provide with new how you say, with new live transactions, right? Really with the mempool to get the most accurate information of the transactions in mempool and what has just been completed, you're going to need inbound and outbound connections. You're going to need in and out going in, right? Because you're going to need to gain access to the blockchain, and the blockchain is going to need to communicate with the node, okay, and it's going to tell you what's going on. All right, and then so that's your input, and then the output's going to go ahead and share that with other nodes on the network. Okay, so you have packets coming in to let you know what's going on, and then you also have to have some packets going out so you can also inform the other nodes connected to the blockchain. Okay, so we're gonna, to be able to have that set up fully, okay, you have inbound and outbound connections going on with your Litecoin Core. All right, you're going to need to set up port forwarding. Okay, so port forward process, if anyone's been part of my videos before, if you were part of the Helium blockchain and Helium community, you know, we have our, you know, our feelings about Helium. However, that still does not take away from the technology itself, okay? From LoRaWAN technology, from IoT technology, and utilizing the network, utilizing the coverage to set up an IoT business is still a really reliable and a business worthy use case and solution. All right, so don't get hung up on what the Helium Foundation, what Helium Inc., and all these other clowns, what they did with the ecosystem and how they took advantage of the community. But at the same time, I don't want to take away from the value of the technology and what is what's available to you. I mean, still right now, even though Helium and Inc. and the foundation has done bullshit and now trying to migrate to Solana and all this other nonsense, there's still coverage and there's still LoRaWAN coverage, right? So there's still opportunities for people to start a new IoT business utilizing this network. But that is a video for another day, okay? So, but the reason why I brought that up is because we also had to set up port forwarding for hotspots, right? So when you had your Helium hotspot and it came in and you wanted to make sure that it was communicating with the blockchain correctly, So you have to set up the port forward. So the same thing with the Litecoin full node. We have to set up the port forward. So to allow inbound and outbound connections, we're going to need to do what? Port forward. Okay, so port forwarding is a technique used to allow external devices to access your network. To port forward, you will need access your router settings and configure your router to allow connections to your computer's IP address. This step is essential as it allows your full node to communicate with other nodes on the Litecoin network. Chances are you're running your full node on your home network, which means you'll likely see an error in the previous step. To resolve this, you will need to port forward to port 9333 from your Wi-Fi router to your PC and node. All right, so you're going to designate an IP, okay, and then you're going to designate the exact port for the packets to communicate through. Okay, so 9333. All right, so this is the specific port. Once you have that set up, okay, you can go ahead and if you need further explanation as to how to set up port forwarding for your router, I suggest Googling. If you have Xfinity, you can use Xfinity. You will have to use the Xfinity mobile app. You can't go to the website to set up port forwarding. And you don't really have to sign into the gateway. Like for example, put it in the address into the URL and directly, connect into the gateway that way, and then using the admin credentials to log in. If you have Xfinity or internet connection network, you can just go ahead and utilize the mobile application to access the gateway, the router, and then you can go ahead and go through the port forwarding process through the advanced settings. Okay, with that. So now we're gonna wait for the blockchain to sync. Okay, so this is another part that is similar to Helium and to majority of blockchains out there. We have to wait for the blockchain to sync. So what does that even mean, the blockchain to sync? So the blockchain is a huge distributed decentralized ledger, right? So it's this huge ledger across the global scale. And as a new person coming into the ecosystem, you need to basically get caught up as to what's been going on. You know what I'm saying? You got to get down and low down. Like you go to the water fountain, right? You go to the quad. You go to the to the local pub, you know what I'm saying, wherever people are congregating at, right? And you have some conversations and you're like, yo, I've been out of the loop for a little bit, can you catch me up in what's going on, who's in charge, who's saying this, who's saying that, da 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 da. You know what I'm saying? You got to figure out what's going down. So it's the same thing when it comes to setting up your full node. So you can go ahead and set up your full node. Computer's getting connected to the networks and connected to the blockchain. Right now, it's like it's a brand new noob, right? It's a blank slate. It's a blank canvas. No one, that node doesn't know what's going on. The node doesn't know who to trust. The node doesn't have any transactional information, right? The node doesn't know that a whale just basically took $11.4 million off of Binance exchange and probably storing it in cold storage of Litecoin. You know what I'm saying? The node doesn't know that yet. So that's why it needs to sync with the blockchain, right? So it's going to sync with the blockchain. So basically, the node is like, look, bro, all right, just chill right here for a quick minute. Watch the introduction videos, you know what I'm saying? Go through the process, let everything connect, let everything go through. Once you're synced up all the way and you have all the information, then we can go ahead and move to the next step, all right? So this part, you're gonna need to be a little bit patient. So this is a great part to go walk away, take your pet for a walk, watch a video, do some push-ups, I don't care, do something. But basically, you're gonna need to patiently wait for the blockchain to sync up. And now once that process is done, then you will have all of the information necessary to help secure the blockchain from that moment on and moving forward. You will now officially be a full node member of the blockchain, a reliable supporting member of the ecosystem. A lot of people may buy coins, and that's great and all, but you're different, okay? You're setting up a full node. You're actually investing your time. You're actually investing your capital. You're actually investing your energy, okay? So to me, anyone that's going through the process of setting up a full node is putting up more than anyone that can just buy it off an exchange. And that's just me, okay? So you're putting in, and now you actually have an asset. Okay, you have a node. And if you're running a business, you can kind of write it off a little bit, right? You can depreciate the asset if you want to. Why? Because at the same time, it's securing the blockchain, right? And now the node doesn't generate revenue. Will that change in the future? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Are there ways that you can utilize this knowledge to help generate revenue in other means? Absolutely. And that's what Web3 MCT is all about. So if you want to learn more about Web3 MCT and how you can generate passive income and how you can implement blockchain into your business, that's the place to be a part of. We're communicating with experts in the field, in the industry, and we're getting the answers today so you can be prepared for the era of the chain. All right, we don't want you left behind right now. Okay, I promise you, our goal is to help everyone get to the other side, because as they continue to print money, as inflation continues to go up, as assets become more and more difficult to obtain, all right, as prices of everything continues to rise, the only thing that we can do as a people at this moment in time is to, number one, invest in ourselves to accumulate some more value, some more knowledge, some information, some skills to be stronger, smarter, faster. And then at the same time, we need to invest in assets, right? In cash flow producing assets, okay? And there are a few ways that you can go ahead and do that, but being part of a group of people that's focused on that very thing is really the next step. So Web3 MCT is our LinkedIn group. You can go ahead and join the LinkedIn. It's a free group, totally free, totally free, totally free, okay? Why is it free? Because I generate revenue through my mining company, through trading, and through freelance gigs here and there, all right? I'm not looking to generate a revenue through you in this educational information. Now, if you want to work with me, you want some consulting done, and you want to implement blockchain into your business, that's a totally different story. That there is a paywall for that, and we can talk about that for anyone that may be interested in looking at educating their workforce and their employees in blockchain technology and cryptocurrency. Okay, so once you have that set up, it's going to look like this. All right, you're going to look at number of connections, and you're going to want to see that you have some in. All right, if you have a number showing here on the inbound, okay, and number showing here on the outbound, then you are fully set up with a full node. All right, thank you again for listening. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you. My name is Simon. This is Cryptechology, and we're here to help bridge the gap between blockchain and you. Now, before we finish up this video, we're going to go over quickly how I'm earning passive income on a blockchain, and how you can earn some income as well on the blockchain with some real world assets. One more time quickly before we get into that, we're just going to say thank you to another one of our affiliate partners, Token Metrics. Token Metrics, if you don't know about Token Metrics, man, I feel sorry for you, son. But seriously, Token Metrics is a tool that we use for our data analytics, all right? We have market data, live prices, rating sections, API, research portfolio, and so much more. So we utilize Token Metrics to help create insightful, forward-thinking reports. And these reports can be used to generate content out of it, to educate your workforce, to educate your students or your classroom or your workshop or your master class, or maybe you're looking to invest in the space, but you're like, I don't have the time to do all the research. I don't really understand it all, but I know I need to make some moves and I need to connect with the right people. That's where we come in, okay? So At Web3 MCT, we also offer you the opportunity to either one, join our Token Metrics astronaut team, where we go ahead and create content to help others learn more about cryptocurrency, or number two, you can go ahead and join our email list, and then you can get our crypto flow report sent to you on a monthly basis. All right, so every month we'll have a new report sent out to you, and it will give you the latest and greatest in total value locked, in revenue, into top chains, into top activities, most wallets, best startup protocols, where to pay attention to, any potential airdrops. We really provide you with some solid information. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, the free version, the free newsletter version, is randomly sent out. So 1 month you might get it, then you may not get it for 3 months, or you may get it twice in a month, and then you may not get it for a year. Like, it's just sporadic. It's whenever we decide that we want to share the information with our free subscribers. But those that are paying for it will receive monthly newsletters that will provide you with insightful information based off of on-chain analytics. And then on top of that, you'll also gather our weekly newsletter to help you figure out what's news is happening in this space, and what to pay attention to and what not to pay attention to as well. All right, so Token Metrics helps us to do that, and if you want to be part of the team, go ahead and join our Web3 MCT LinkedIn group. All right, so if you want to be part of the group, just type Web3 MCT in the comment section below, and we will send you a custom email directly to you. Well, first we'll reach out to you first, and then so we can get your email address, so then we can go ahead and do that. Also, we'll make sure that we'll get that set up. But anybody that is interested in that, in joining Web3-MCT, the LinkedIn group, if you have a LinkedIn profile, you can go ahead and search Web3-MCT and join that way, or you can just wait to get invited. We also have our private Discord community that is an extreme paywall. That's for serious individuals only, and if you're interested in that, we can go ahead and talk about that. But the prerequisite is that you must be a Web3 MCT community member. Remember, the Web3 MCT LinkedIn group is totally free. If anyone out there is trying to charge you for Web3 MCT and they're saying that their name is Simon, it is not me, and please do not get caught up in the scammers out there. All right, that's another thing our group is going to go over: how you can protect yourself from scammers, what scammers are doing to fish information out of you, and how you can be prepared to not fall for those traps. Okay, so what we're going to, and you want to build a mini program within the Binance app to get better exposure. The Binance Pay integration is a great platform for you to create a Web3 blockchain experience for your customers, right? So you can check out the Binance Pay merchant, and you can apply to enjoy seamless integration. I'm not a sponsor of this. They didn't ask me to write this. I literally saw this on my Twitter feed, and I was just like, hey, this is actually some quality information that I'd like to share with all of you guys. And the same thing you can kind of do with Litecoin. Okay, so Litecoin also has an opportunity for you to implement the Litecoin Pay into your business as well. So if you want to accept Litecoin, right, you can actually use so many different avenues to do this. You can use Coinbase Commerce. It's probably one of the easiest ways to kind of get set up, and you can apply for Coinbase Commerce, honestly, or you can go ahead and just set up your Litecoin node, right? Once you have your node, and then the next thing you know, you have your wallet. You can just set that up as an encrypted wallet and just have everyone transact to that wallet, and then you can go ahead and just keep track of that. But if you didn't want to do that, that's perfectly fine. You can help you sign up with Coinbase Commerce.
For diversification. It's a reliable source of income, and you also benefit from property sometimes low liquidity. It can feel overwhelming. Thankfully, Lofty is knocking down those barriers. Now you can diversify your portfolio by investing in real estate for as little as $50 and sell whenever you like. Properties are divided into fractions called property tokens that can be traded anytime. Investors vote on property decisions. Then a third-party property manager handles the results, tenant management, and property upkeep. You benefit from property appreciation. Plus, you get daily rental income, which you can cash out whenever you like. Stock and crypto markets swing wildly. Lofty makes it easy to diversify into a safe, reliable, high-yield asset class. Start building generational wealth. Get started at Lofty.ai today.
Stay tuned for the next video. We're going to go over how you can go ahead and get set up with Lofty. I'm using Lofty. I own 24 properties on the blockchain that's generating passive income for me, and I get paid out daily on rental income. My name is Simon. This is Cryptechology. Don't forget to join the conversation at Web3 MCT on LinkedIn groups. And thank you for stopping by. If anything resonated with you in this video, hit that like and subscribe and comment below Web3 MCT to join the conversation. And I will send you the information you need to be part of the blockchain era. The era of the chains, the era of the future. Enhance your future self. My name is Simon. Thank you for stopping by. I love you. I appreciate you. And I'll catch you guys on the next one.